listening to Those Dad Guys, because the moms have their podcasts, so why shouldn't we? Huh? Here are Joe Seiler and Paul Black, Those Dad Guys.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode. We are Those Dad Guys. I'm Joe. He's Paul.
What's cracking, everyone? What's cracking? It's beautiful.
Paul's sitting outside. It's a beautiful night.
Chilling. Chilling. You know what I'm ready for, though, Joe? I don't even want to screw around tonight.
Oh, you ready to go?
Little 8-track.
Oh, I
little
like
8-track soundtrack for us from Sons of Kent out of Chatham.
Oh, I've got the Big Rock Brewery Traditional Ale. They're
Nice.
out of Calgary, Vancouver, and Etobicoke.
Why not? Makes sense.
All right, let's crack them.
Oh, shoot. Oh,
Cheers. Oh, I'll pop that top a little too quick.
man, I got excited. It's all over my keyboard. It's like I'm an 18-year-old watching YouPorn or something.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You know, beautiful night. Paul's sitting outside. I'm inside, but just inside the door. I barbecued for dinner. No, I did.
What?
Burned my fucking finger.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
What were you barbecuing, rookie?
I did some twice baked.
Mm-hmm.
I did some chicken breast, and Anthony, being the connoisseur of good food, just had a plain baked potato. So I said, I could just take this off with my fingers, and it was really hot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I burned my finger, and I'm like, I didn't even tell Heather because my wife is like, you have to put flour on it and run it under water for like a week. And I'm like, I didn't even bother telling her. I'm like, no. Forget about it. It's not happening. So yeah,
That's good.
Yeah, no, not good. But it's done. And one other thing, some throwback to last week. We talked a little bit about.
Oh yeah, are you gonna play for us?
Do you have I don't know how these jug guys. I tried practicing.
Yeah.
I don't know how these jug band players do it. Do you have a washboard by any chance? Because it's not much of
I'm
a.
telling you, the wife's using it. She's doing the whites tonight. Yo, we here chilling. It's a hot day and we be killing. Yeah, a little freestyle. I've always wanted to get in a freestyle battle or rap with you, but you will never do it.
Nah, I'm too good. So there's the growler from Lake Wilcox that I don't believe they exist anymore, but that's
Is that David
beer.
Wilcox' old stomping grounds?
It's absolutely not. It is absolutely not. So I thought I would bring the growler out, and again, it's tough to be in a jug band. So, I mean, it's hard to get players these days.
It's true.
Not many people know how to play the jug or the rubber band.
No, like you killed it. And people are gonna be going back into their little caves and practicing a little longer to become as good as you on that.
You know what? If I've done one thing this episode, and I know we're like 3 minutes in, I've inspired a bunch of brand new jug band players. Okay. So you know what? Chalk one up for me.
That's it.
I'm very, very happy. So
Go for the W.
You know what? So it's Friday night again. You are now on vacation. Vacation.
Oh yes, I am.
What do you do on COVID vacation?
Well, I'm going to tell you. This is what I've been telling everybody because now I got to make it happen. I'm going to be drywalling my garage with my daughter.
Okay.
It's a long time coming. So going to measure her up. I'm going.
Measure her up like your daughter?
Come on, no, the garage, man. Come on.
I'm trying to figure it out. You're saying I'm going to measure her up. You said
I'm going to measure the garage.
Okay.
And get the right amount of drywall.
Yeah.
I was fighting back and forth about insulation or not. I find it useless, but if I don't do it, I'm like, I wish I would have done it.
Yeah,
so
and
we're
at
gonna
that
go
point,
all
it's too
out.
late.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's about it. So I have a week to make that happen.
All right.
That's what my life's become.
You should be able to do that in a day.
I don't know. You haven't seen me work before, have you?
I haven't.
No, it's not fun.
What, drywalling? Trust me, I hate drywalling. There's nothing. No, I was going to say there's nothing I hate more than drywalling, but I hate painting more. It's funny because I got to do a bunch of painting in the house. I got to paint our living room and our dining room. And I was talking to a friend of ours, Mike.
Yeah.
I like to call him Legend. Legendary.
I like to be an ass and call him Miguel.
He's Portuguese.
Yeah.
So I was telling him how much I hate painting, how much I don't want to paint. He goes, "Oh, I love painting." I'm like, "Do you want to do all my cutting in for me? Because that's the worst part of painting is cutting in near the ceiling."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh yeah, no problem." I'm like,
Piece
"Really?"
of cake for that guy.
I'm like, "Really?
Yeah.
You want to come over and do it?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "There's a case of beer in that for you." He's like, "Oh no, don't even worry about it. I love painting." I'm like, "What is wrong with you?" And I don't understand. Like, I don't know if it's a Portuguese thing or if it's just he loves painting. I don't know.
I just think he loves to be busy.
Maybe.
Can we get into this then?
Sure.
Let's open the can of worms about your trip to Chicago.
Huh.
Let's just make it happen. This was not on our list of things to talk about, but you brought them up, and I've been itching. I'm wearing my Rizzo.
Yeah, you are.
Right? World champs.
No, I was hoping you'd wear the Soriano for old time's sake.
I thought about it, but it's a little snug.
So, yeah, all right. Let's talk about the trip to Chicago. Went to Chicago.
So let's start it like this, though.
Yeah.
So this is how the trip happened. Joe Miguel and I celebrating big birthdays in the same year. 40, 40, 50 is what the trip was called.
Miguel was a 50.
Yeah, he was. But he looks younger than both of us, so that's weird.
You know what? He lived a great life.
He did.
Like he's dead. I didn't. That's not what I meant it to sound like.
No. So we all agreed to go on this trip, and I had my wife's permission. But I think then we sold our house, and she kiboshed that trip on me heavy.
Yeah. But then you guys went like weeks later.
It's true.
So don't get me started on why you didn't come on that trip.
Let me tell you, man.
Don't get me started on why
I'm still
you
riled
didn't come
up
on
to
that
this
trip.
day that I wasn't there because I wasn't a part of this story that you're going to hit up.
So we went to Chicago. We drove down. It was me, the legend. It was, and that's what I'm going to refer to him as, the legend. So, you know, that's Mike, Miguel. My sister came because she's a huge, let's just say the Blue Jays were in Chicago playing the Cubs for a weekend series. How am I not going to go to that?
Exactly.
And my friend Nick came. So the four of us drove down, and we got down there, and pretty much we had game tickets for that day. We had Friday, Saturday. So Friday, we were sitting with the great unwashed. Okay, all in Wrigley there. Saturday, we watched in a restaurant, and Sunday we had rooftop tickets. Yeah. All you can eat, all you can drink. Can't go wrong, right?
Well, you can if you don't go.
Yeah, well, again, don't get me started on why you couldn't go and the fact that you went a few weeks later. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we went to the game and we started drinking heavily. Like we got there, we're like, and there were so many Blue Jays fans there. It was crazy. It was crazy how many Blue Jays fans were there. But, you know, Blue Jays fans travel well. And they're really, and they're very kind. So we were just shooting the shit with Blue Jays fans and Cubs fans and whatever. So the game ends. Blue Jays. This was the series actually that basically made the Blue Jays, their season was garbage after this. So we decided to go out after. We barbecued, and then we had a Airbnb, and then we went out after. We went drinking, and by this time, my sister, she's like, I'm not going out. She's like, I am not going out. She goes, I'm like, because we drank a lot. So she's like, I'm not going out. I'm like, all right, we'll go out, whatever. So we go out. Me and Nick and Mike are having a good time, and then Mike just starts. He starts giving you that face. It's that face where it's like. I know I've had too much.
That's it. Yeah.
So he's got that. He goes, I'm just going to, we're in this bar and we ordered like a pizza for the three of us. Okay, fine. He goes, I'm just going to go sit outside for a minute. Like outside is literally on the street pretty much. Okay. Yeah. But there's a chair out there. So we go and, so he comes back and he goes, yeah, I think I'm just going to head home. We're not far. We're a 10-minute walk. Okay. We're like, all right, are you sure you know how to get home? Yeah. Okay. So Nick and I finish the pizza. We bring some back for Liz and Mike. And we come back and we go in the house and expecting to see Mike there. Nope. I go to Liz. Liz is sleeping. I'm like, hey, did Legend come back? No. I'm like, oh no, we're in Chicago.
Yeah.
So I said to Nick, I said, call his phone. Call it. Yep. It's ringing in the room. He did not bring his phone. So Nick and I are freaking out. We're like, okay, where could he have gone? We're like, I don't know where he could he have fell off the bridge? Because you have to cross this huge bridge. I'm like, no, there's like fences.
Yeah.
No. So we go over, there's like a Starbucks. Like over there. We're like, we went to the Starbucks. Maybe he'll remember the Starbucks. He'll go there. I don't know. Nick goes, let's check this bar. I'm like, I'll tell you, he didn't go in a bar. I bug Nick to this day. I'm like, you just wanted to drink more.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we hear the gate into our place open up. We look over. There he is. Like nothing happened. Hey, what's going on? Oh, yeah, I got lost. I'm like, you got lost? I'm like, first of all, don't go anywhere in Chicago without bringing your phone again. You got lost. He goes, I think I witnessed a crime. I'm like, really? He goes, I ended up in a dark alley and I saw these two guys with the trunk open and they both turned and looked at me. So immediately I turned around and left. I'm like, I was sure I was going to have to call his wife and say, we lost him in Chicago. We lost him.
He's like Frank the Tank.
But he's not that kind of guy that's going to go get polluted and then start a fight. So we're like, okay, fine. Go home. You're going to...
We would walk up to the trunk. Hey, what's in there?
Yeah, that would be
just curious.
What's up, guys?
Need help with that body?
I was sure we lost him. Like, I'm like, we're going, honestly, what do we do? Like, do we call the police?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. And
you were calling the police, eh?
Could you imagine?
No.
We're just staying in this Airbnb and my buddy walked off and we can't find him.
Good luck.
So the rule became after that, everyone has everyone's phone number and everyone brings their phone, always keeps it charged.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Man, I was out in Chicago a long time, right? And I'm going to tell you, and I told people I was in Albany for a long time, and I felt safer in the parts of Chicago I was in. So I would do, I was in Wrigleyville, Lakeshore, Belmont area, went to Magnificent Mile, things like this. I felt safer there and in Albany, New York, walking the streets at 2 a.m. than I would feel at 2:00 in the afternoon in Hamilton.
Well, that's Hamilton. That's a whole different animal, my friend.
So, like, when he gets lost, I'm just laughing because I'm always optimistic that he's not going to get hurt. But I've never seen the ugly side of Chicago ever. Time I've ever been.
I didn't feel like we were in an ugly side of Chicago. Our place was in a nice little area. It was not but I'm like, nope. So after that, we changed the rules. Everything ended up okay. We saw TFC was also in town that weekend. Yeah. So we got to see TFC play the Chicago Fire, and TFC fans traveled really good too. Like it was fantastic. So
you know why? Because it's going to Chicago. That's why.
It's not far either.
No, it's like 8-hour drive.
If that, I think we did it in seven and change maybe. But people are like, oh, you guys blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, it's not that far. They're like, oh yeah, look, but how far? Like 12, 14 hours? I'm like, 14 hours? Yeah. Have some knowledge.
Right?
Anyway, I definitely want to go back. Maybe 50, 50, 60. Your wife will let you go.
Let me tell you, this is why we went a few weeks later. She felt so guilty about what happened that I think it was a payback. So
it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. Yeah. Trust me. I still hold it against her. I don't care. Yeah. Like, that's not going anywhere. That's just how it is.
I think she'll be all right if that's all. If that's the only thing that you hold against her.
Well, she can keep making me buffalo chicken wing dip.
Right? Like, who gets that on delivery all the time when it's made?
On delivery. Speaking of watching the Blue Jays and stuff, announced this week, baseball is back.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't know. I had a conversation with a few different people, and none of us think that any major sports championship will be handed out.
Yeah.
All the leagues will shut back down before they get to their major championships. Thoughts?
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm to be honest, I'm a little excited to see the MLS because they're the first sport going to kick off in a couple of weeks, actually.
Well,
so they're the first.
Syria already started.
North America, I should say. You're right.
Okay, thank you.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, at the end of the day, look, they're going to look like the regular sports with no fans. But I'm telling you, the Blue Jays just had 19 guys, not just players, but players and support staff with COVID.
Yeah.
Phillies have a ton. Like, so when you look at that, they just announced it, like 16 NBA players or something like that just got diagnosed. Like this thing, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go.
I think everyone's tired of it, man. Nobody cares anymore.
Which is scary.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's totally scary. But look, I'm excited to like all the pool guys are like, yeah, start it back up again. 60-game baseball schedule. I'm like, yeah, all right, whatever.
And you know who's going to go unscathed yet again and be the image of all sports is the NFL. The NFL wouldn't have missed a minute.
Oh yeah.
Goodell says, yeah, training camp's on schedule. I don't know what anybody's talking about. It's on. And I'm like, shoot. And then they're going to let the arenas and the cities decide how many people they're going to allow in the stadium.
So ridiculous.
It's freaking amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Till COVID starts running rampant again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's nice to be in this little lull right now, but I don't know. If I'm looking forward to seeing sports, I'm not going to lie to you. I'll watch them on TV. I watched the Juventus game today. So I'm happy about that. I'll watch baseball. I had a friend of mine. He calls me. He says, he goes, baseball's back, buddy. I'm like, yeah, too bad we can't watch it together. I'm used to watching it in your backyard with you. He goes, we can still do that. Social distancing. I'm like, that's a good call.
It's very true.
That's a good call. So,
you know what I've been doing lately now?
Nope.
And talking about sports is I've played a couple online Xbox games with a buddy from work. First of all, I feel like a loser with a headset talking on the microphone. Some guy. The very first, I go, buddy, before we even start. And I've always wanted to say this, and something I said all the time. I'll be like, "What's going on, fuck face?" Because no one can see you, so he's dying. So we played FIFA, and he crushed me, crushed.
Because he probably plays all the time.
Yeah, and then last night we played Madden 20. And I'm like, I'm the king of Madden, right? I got 2 Super Bowl rings now. Tell me I didn't get demolished by this guy. Yeah. I'm like getting so mad. I missed a point after. I never miss a point after.
Did you have to play on like normal as opposed to rookie or whatever you used to playing on?
It's not rookie. It's beginner.
Beginner. Sorry. Rookie's a step ahead of beginner.
But yeah, he was like killing me, and he was being such a cocky bastard that he's like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and run the fly route here. I'm just gonna pass it to Landry. So he would tell me everything, and
you couldn't stop him.
No. So stupid.
Again, if you go back to episode 7 and episode 8, you listen to about Paul's mad skills on Madden with the Buffalo Bills winning the Super Bowl on beginner.
But yeah,
congratulations on the undefeated season, Buffalo Bills.
I don't get this online thing talking to people with headsets on. Then we're playing and some dude jumps into our party and he starts talking smack, right? And he's like,
okay.
He's like, what, where are you guys? And we're like, we're at our house. Oh, what time is it there? And I'm like, oh man, it's buddy told me Snoop Dogg plays on that Twitch, the gaming thing. Twitch.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what's up, player? This Snoop Doggy Dogg. What's going on, brother?
I would get on. I would play online just to play with Snoop Dogg.
That's it, right? So I'm like, man, it's 1:30 in the morning where I'm at. I gotta get to bed, and it was like 10.
There's all these. It's funny because all these guys play, right? All these athletes and everything, and rappers and singers. They all play online stuff, and you don't know who they are.
Yeah.
Until you start to see them on Twitch. But it's not like Snoop Dogg plays. It's like, well, Snoop Dogg might be Snoop D-O-double-G.
That's it. He would be.
But you know what I mean? It's not like Jarvis Landry, just because you said Landry, pops on and says, Jarvis Landry. I promise you he does not go under Jarvis Landry when he's playing FIFA. So, that's funny.
Do you think Snoop Sagg's Martha Stewart, they're best friends now?
They are.
Yeah.
I know. I think his name is Snoop Dogg. I think that's the kind of. It's just like Shaq would be Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's how it is. It's funny because I tried the online thing because when I got PlayStation 3, I was playing like Battlefield.
Yeah.
And it's like me and like a bunch of probably 10-year-olds, and I'm like 35, and I have these guys are doing things that I'm like, all I'm doing is hiding behind a barrel, just trying to. And some guys snipe me. I'm like, oh well, what are you gonna do?
I hate it. I hate it. A second of it.
What are you gonna do?
So, you know what else I hate? I hate Facebook.
Oh shit.
Facebook gets me so freaking like torn up when I'm reading all this nonsense and just stupidity.
Talk to me.
Everybody's opinions and stuff like this. I just ain't got time for it, man. I go on it for like 30 seconds and I'm already enraged and I got to shut it down. That's why I like my Twitter. I like my little 78 followers. We're doing this. We're all in a happy place. That's what I enjoy.
See, with Facebook for me, right now, my like main timeline is just filled with like, I'm in all these like buy and sell groups. So it's just like people selling random stuff. That's all the show. I'm like, oh, I don't need a single lawn chair, but okay, it shows up in my feed more than like people's, because I really don't care about people. I recently, I didn't unfriend people, but I unfollowed them so they didn't show up in my news feed because I can't bother with some people's opinions. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but those people's opinion are wrong,
and they have to be the same opinion.
You know, that have to be my opinion. Let's forget about it. So anyway, I was just like, that's what mine's like. I don't see a lot of people's opinions. And see, I don't know, like Heather gets mad when I don't like, she's like, hey, did you see the thing? I tagged you in it. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't care. So I'm like, why don't you just show me the video when I'm sitting beside you? Like, oh, but I tagged you in it. You should have seen it. I'm like, yes, I know that you tagged me in it because it said Heather has tagged you in something. Yeah. But I don't have time. I have plenty of time. I just don't have interest. So, but no.
Yeah.
I get it.
I think Facebook people have just far too much time on their hands and they have nothing to do because they're bored. So they just go on there and stir the pot and just create mayhem. I think
Again, people can go on and type whatever they want with no repercussions.
Yeah.
Keyboard cowboys.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all they are. That's why we had the conversation. I don't know if I did talk about this last week. I think I talked with Anthony about like how this can affect the rest of your life.
Yeah. So
when you finally get on social media, don't be dumb.
Yeah.
Like, don't be dumb. Be smart. Yeah. So whatever. It's,
anyways. I shut my mouth now.
I get it. I know you want it. I know you never wanted to join Facebook again. I know you didn't. I know you joined it for the show. Yeah. And we appreciate that you've joined Facebook. You know, I think you've posted like 4 or 5 times. So that's good.
I'll tell you what I get geared up and excited to do. Yeah. It's when that one group we're in, people are asking for smoker tips, and I'm throwing that Bradley smoker you told me about at the Canadian Tire on clearance.
Yeah.
I'm jumping all on that because I'm celebrating the fun.
By the way, weekend is here. Yeah. I'm firing up a brisket this weekend.
Nice.
Firing up a brisket this weekend, and Heather says to me tonight at dinner, she goes, what are we going to do? Because Canada Day is coming up. Middle of the week sucks. Mm-hmm. But you're on vacation. Doesn't really matter to you. But middle of the week. But she goes, what are we going to have for Canada Day? She goes, are you going to do ribs? I'm like, first of all, Heather does not even go near ribs. But I'm like, yes, I am going to do ribs. I wasn't going to do ribs, but yes, I am. Yeah. So I think I'm going to do them in the smoker. I don't know. I may do them on like I normally do them.
Yeah.
But I'll probably do them in the smoker.
I got to tell you, you got to listen to me when I tell you things about the smoker, though.
Sure.
You can't just ignore me.
I know. So
this is what I said to my wife the other night, because I did a 12-hour smoke of pork butt.
Yeah, buddy.
Put it in. I thought it was good. Golden, man. Put it in like 9:30 in the morning. Now 10:30 at night. It was ready to rock and roll.
Takes forever.
And it was only like a 3-pounder. It was stupid. Yeah. But anyways, we had it for dinner tonight. It was awesome. Yeah. But so what I'm thinking I'm going to start doing, and I would recommend this to you as well when it comes to the brisket, do it overnight. Because they say, like, say even start it at 2 a.m.
Yeah, whatever. I know. Do it overnight. When you pull it off, foil, towel, into a cooler.
That's how we did the brisket last time.
Me too.
Lights out. Lights out.
Fantastic. I agree with you. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So I think I might, I'm going to have that for Sunday. So I'll probably do that on Saturday. It's only like 3 pounds?
Yeah, but that stall is going to kill you every freaking time. That stall at 160.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do ribs. I'm going to do brisket. So, I mean, it's nice weather, so I'm going to start doing this stuff again.
And I'm saying, like, Canada Day is going to be pretty interesting this year for the fact that in Burlington, where we're at, they're doing the Rib Fest at the mall, like a drive-through Rib Fest. 4 places are there. But when I had my pulled pork tonight and I had the beans and stuff like this, and we know what the ribs are like, I'm good just pulling up to my backyard.
I've stopped going to Rib Fest because my ribs are better than any ribs I've had at Rib Fest.
Mm-hmm. That's a call out. That sounds like that call out, and I think we should be a part of the competition.
It's fine.
But I'm only going to make 4 racks. I'm not making 175,000.
Nah, forget that.
Just 4.
No, 4 racks. That's it. Yeah. And, I'm probably going to eat one myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it is. So, do you do a lot of online shopping? I got a story
I could probably count on one hand how many times I've done online shopping.
Well, I know you bought something in the last week.
Yeah, I did. Do you want to know about it?
No, I've tell the fans.
All right, guys. So, we went off the deep end about our merch. I don't have it out here to show you guys. Anyways, I ordered a beer flight and 4 custom glasses that had our logo on it. And I was talking back and forth with the guy. Man, great guy. I'm not even going to begrudge the guy. He did an amazing job. He was very communicative. Everything good, but it finally came and looked nothing like our logo on the glasses. The paddle looked nice.
Yeah, paddle was okay.
And I'm going to tell him we did it in a natural wood, and he suggested that the redwood would look actually really sharp. So I'm going to ask him to do that. We'll show you guys next week. I'll have them, and I'll show you guys the one that just came in yesterday. But yeah, so that's my shopping.
So there's times you order things and they don't turn out the way you think. So I was scrolling through YouTube one day. I'm watching with the family, and we're watching these. It's like Irish people react to Canadian snack food. So it's like these Irish people like eating like Flakies and Joe Louis and stuff like that. And it was fun to watch, but that's not the point. I saw a guy wearing this T-shirt that I really thought was super cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I said to Heather, I'm like, man, I really like that T-shirt. I don't know anywhere I'd find it. So fast forward a couple days, she said, I ordered you that shirt. I'm like, where did you get it? And I'm going to name drop. I don't care. She said, I got it from this website called Teasily.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, nice. I'm like, how much it cost? She's like, $40. I'm like, well, that's a lot for a T-shirt, but I'm like, the T-shirt's cool. So,
and it's not like you don't love your T-shirts with what's.
I do. I needed a new one, obviously.
Yeah, you did.
And it's black.
Yep.
So I'm like, that's awesome. 4 weeks go by, no T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
6 weeks go by, no T-shirt.
Yep.
I send an email. I'm like, hey, we ordered this on this date, whatever. They're like, well, you ordered without tracking. So I'm like, uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I have had no communication. Has it been shipped?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it has been shipped. Okay. They should be there in the next 6 business days.
Yeah.
Okay. 6 business days go by. Nope, still not there. I'm like, I'm never getting this shirt. One day I open the door. Sure enough, there's the shirt.
Okay.
Tell me
you're wearing it. Tell me you're wearing it.
I'm wearing it.
Okay, nice. Yes.
So I open it up. And when I look at a T-shirt, I'm like, I like this nice crisp writing. You see it, and I saw it. I was like, I got it. I'm going to stand up.
Okay.
Okay. There is no princess, only Zool.
Yeah.
Super Mario and the princess and the Zool lady from Ghostbusters.
Yep.
But it's all blurry. It's like it actually looks pretty good in the camera.
Yeah.
It doesn't look this good in person.
I thought you were surprised that it was a lady with her legs wide open waiting for Mario.
No, that's Zool from Ghostbusters. This font that looks super clear in the video is not clear in person.
I think you're a little high maintenance.
Oh, I'll show it to you. You'll agree with me. Okay, I'll show it to you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. I will show it to you tomorrow.
All right.
It is not. I sound like an idiot because if you look at it in the video, it actually looks pretty good.
It looks 8-bit. That's what it's called, right?
Well, which is what it is.
Yeah.
But it's blurry. It's blurry.
Is it blurry or is it stretched out? Did you order a size a little too small?
No. It's not. Look, I got lots of room. It's blurry. And like the second we opened it, it's like me and Heather and the kids were all looking at it. We're like, come on, you gotta be kidding me. You have to absolutely be kidding me how blurry this is. It's a $40. And then Heather goes and looks at all the reviews. Oh, right. And they sent me a thing asking for a review. They're like, how do you like your royal blue t-shirt with the big cross on it? I'm like, so I gave a review.
Yeah.
I'm like, they asked me to review my navy blue t-shirt with a big cross on it. However, I did not order that or receive it, but I also have not yet received the t-shirt that I did order. And we're 7 weeks in. Yeah. Like literally 2 days later, my shirt came in, but I don't care. And then you look at all the reviews. It's like, no good reviews. I said, well, I appreciate you ordering me this shirt. I will still wear it. Yeah. But apparently I have to wear it on camera all the time because it's the only way it looks clean.
Maybe you need 3D glasses.
You know what? Maybe.
You never know.
Anyway, there is no princess, only Zool. Combines Super Mario Brothers and Ghostbusters. It's a wonderful day. I saw that t-shirt. I loved it. I'm like, I have to get it. Although Ghostbusters does not stand up to time.
No.
I'm going to open another beer. Hold on.
Okay. You did remind me that we did actually buy something for my daughter's birthday, which still hasn't arrived yet. And I ordered at the beginning of May. And I sent, a little shindig.
I've never tried this one.
Oh, yeah, you'll like it.
This is a Huron Country Lager.
It's
this Cowbell. Is Cowbell Brewing Company.
Yeah, they got good beer, man.
They got great beer.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to, we've had them on the show before.
Yeah.
So anyway, go on.
What's pretty good. So, well, I'm not going to say just in case she listens to the show, but let's put it this way, that I made the order and I sent an email at the beginning of the week. I got an email back 2 days later, said, we were waiting for the free mask that comes with it. It should be delivered in the next week or two. And then today I get the it's been shipped.
Yeah.
With no tracking.
Yeah, no tracking. Another shopping, kind of not shopping, but more selling. You ever sell anything online?
Yeah. My, what do you call that thing? Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sold that one time.
Did you have GoldenEye?
No, I didn't like that.
Everyone loves GoldenEye. That was like the best video game ever.
Too confusing.
GoldenEye for the N64. Fantastic. No. Anyway, so you sold that. So,
that was a dodgy one too, because my wife was all freaking worked up because I met him at the Tim Hortons where we used to live, and it was after the Bosma thing. Anyways.
Yeah. So It's funny you say that. I've recently been selling PlayStation games. Trying to get rid of them. I'm trying to get rid of Jeep tires, but no one wants my Jeep tires. So I'm like, okay, fine. My son wants to sell his VR because he wants to buy a better one.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. So I set it up last week. I took all these great pictures of it, like professional looking shots, like really good. I put it up on Facebook. I'm like, how much do you want to make? He's like, well, I spent $300 on it, so I want to get $250. I'm like, you're crazy. I said it's selling for $259 at Best Buy. He's like, I want to put it up for $250. Okay. 3 days. He's like, Dad, get anything? Get anything? Hear anything? Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah.
No one wants to buy it for $250. Drops it down to $200. Here's where I've run into a problem. So my son knows way too much and has way too much access. So what's he do? He puts it up on Kijiji and let go. Drops it down to $200. Okay. I didn't know this. Today he says, Dad, I think I got a guy that wants to buy my thing. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, off of Kijiji. I'm like, you have it on Kijiji? I don't even want to get into that. But I'm like, okay. He goes, yeah, he might be interested. I'm like, okay. So what? He's like, well, I said, where's he from? He said, Hamilton. I'm like, oh, alrighty. We're so Hamilton racist. It's not racist. It's just Hamilton.
Oh, yeah.
You know. Anyway, so I'm like, okay. So he agrees to sell it to this guy. I said, you understand that I'm going. You're not even coming with me.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm like, okay, I'm going to meet this guy at Fortino's Plaza. And Heather, all of a sudden, she's like, oh, I'm so worried.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so worried. I'm like, relax. I'm like, I'm going to meet. She's like, you've got to make sure you meet him at the front entrance because there's cameras there.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, yes, dear. Okay. She's all freaked out. She's like, she gave me a kiss like she's never going to see me again, which was nice. But honestly, it was like I was never coming home again. So but there is a little bit of me whenever I go do that. I'm like, could this be it? Like, you never know.
For real?
There's a little bit of me that goes, you don't know what you're going to meet. You really don't. Now, I'm smart enough that I always do it in a reasonable place, so fine. I'm not that worried, but there's this little tiny thing of creep right in the back of my head that goes, you never know what you're going to meet. Anyway, guy was a nice guy, young guy.
Yeah.
Pay me cash, ask me some questions to which I just made stuff up because I don't know anything about it. He's like, how do you connect this? I'm like, oh yeah, Bluetooth. Yeah. I think it is. And I'm like, I don't know. I said, the instructions are in there. Just, I said, we just got bored of it.
Yeah.
So, but
I don't know. We're so inundated with American culture though here. Like I don't really think that stuff usually at all.
Yeah, I don't like
it's a rarity, man.
It is a rarity.
In Canada, it's such a freaking rarity. Yeah. Unless you're in Toronto, which is a freaking its own edition of Oprah for sure. But yeah, I don't know. It was
anyway, I went and sold his thing for him today. He thinks he's gonna save another $300.
So what are you telling him about him doing this stuff without you knowing?
Heather and I are gonna have a conversation tonight about it because I'm not okay with that. Absolutely not. Like I put it up on Facebook. If he wanted it up on Kijiji, I have a Kijiji account. I have a Let Go account. Okay, if he wanted it up, I would have gladly done it. He's 12.
Yeah, I would have went nuts, man.
I didn't have time to go nuts.
Yeah.
But there will be repercussions, if you will.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's done. I sold it, and I owe him like $300 for like allowance because I just never paid him. I'm like, he's got like a running tab. Wow. But he's always like, Dad, you owe me $300. Like, I'm just going to hand him $300 tomorrow. Like, I've just got all this cash laying around. I'm like, you'll get it when you're ready.
Yeah.
He's like, but I want to buy this VR. I have this $200 now. I'm like, yeah, that's great.
Yeah. That's crazy. So he's got 500 and he wants to buy something nice.
He wants to buy a new VR that he's not the new VR. That he's never ever he's going to use for probably 2 weeks. He's like, Dad, this one's much better. I'm like, the one you got, what you said was great.
Yeah.
So
when do you step in as a parent and say no
and say, don't buy this?
Do you know what I mean? Like, no, this is not happening.
I don't know. Like, I want to be like, you're going to learn a lesson. You're going to throw your money away on this.
But he won't learn a lesson at 12 about spending $500 on a VR, man. He's not going to learn nothing.
Probably not. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I tried to talk him into, I'm like, is there not something you want more? He's like, yeah, and like a Nerf gun that I can mod. I'm like,
what about an education, Anthony?
Yeah, no.
Save for your education.
Yeah, that's going to happen at 12. You weren't going to do that at 12. At 12, I was buying tape.
I didn't get no allowance. I did things around the house because I had to. And I just shrugged it off until my mom did it.
I was delivering newspapers and I was buying tapes like crazy. That's
hilarious. You bring it up because my mom, she was talking to me about when you were saying about having a job as a paper boy or whatever. She's like, oh, remember you and your brother used to help people out and do their paper routes. Oh, nope, it wasn't you two. It was me. So we would make the deal to take care of Buddy's paper route. And it's my mom with the wagon walking around.
That's not cool. There's only one time my dad had to take me out because I slept in. And because I delivered the Sunday Sun, so I had to be there early. Yeah. I slept in. And so Dad had to drive me around and everything like that. But I did that. And so that's what I was buying. I was buying tapes. I didn't have $500 to drop on this or drop on that.
That's just ridiculous, man. I'm even going to tell you that's stupid.
On my Nintendo Entertainment System is the most money I ever spent on anything because my parents wouldn't buy it for me. So I saved my money, went to Consumers Distributing with the catalog and bought my my regular Nintendo system with one controller. You had to buy the second controller. So, I mean, whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to talk him out of it. I'm like, there's got to be something else you want to buy. I'm like, $200 can get you a lot. I'm not even talking $500 because I'm not getting them three. I'm like, dude, I got a kitchen rental going on right now. You know what you're $300 paying for? Lighting.
That's it. Thanks for your contribution.
You know, so it's paying for a dishwasher to help you out, bud.
You think food comes on this table for free?
You know. So anyway, I got one more thing I want to ask you, but I don't know. We got time, eh? We're at 40 minutes, but who cares? No one says we got to be out at 42.
Listen, I'm on vacation.
I gotta tell you what. I was like in the car today because I've been putting together these mixes for the radio station. And I was listening and I'm like, oh, it made me like go back, right? We talked a few weeks ago about, the club and going to the club and the dance floor is hot and sweaty. What was your club jam? What was the jam that came on when you were at the club or the bar that you're like, yo, I have to be on the dance floor for that?
All right. So I'm going to tell you.
Yes, you are going to tell me.
There was two of them.
Okay.
And they always played them back to back.
Uh-huh.
But as soon as, and I want to get the combo right. As soon as the Impression That I Get comes on by the Boss Tones,
yep.
I'm out there skanking like a little bitch. I'm out there just going. And then Beer comes on by Real Big Fish.
Okay, so no clubs I ever went to played either of those songs.
Sorry, that was my college club. Return of the Back by Mark Morrison is what would bring me on the dance floor.
But that's not true. If it's those other songs, own it.
Yeah.
Can't own it. Again.
Yeah, anyways, that was at a college club anyways.
For me, Let Me Clear My Throat. No doubt. DJ Cool comes on, let me clear my throat. I was going crazy. That song came on in the car today. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
It just made, I'm like, oh, yeah. And then like Show Me Love came on and I'm like, oh, yeah, man.
Like Robin?
Yeah, Robin. Yeah. Robin S.
It has to be the S.
Yeah, not just Robin, totally different.
I'm going to tell you, I on Spotify, for our Spotify listeners, if you look up Those Dad Guys Clubbin', we got my Clubbin' playlist out there.
Oh, really?
I don't know if everybody can search it, but I can search it and find it. So if you want to hear what Clubbin' at our house is like.
And you know what? If not, just comment on the Facebook page and Paul will put the link up.
Oh, yeah, I will.
Let's put the link up to your Spotify for that list.
Yeah.
But you know what?
We're going all night, that party, 3.5 hours.
You know what? I love it. I love it. Anyway, it came on and I was like, man, I'm curious what Paul's. So not overly surprised that's two like ska type songs, but at the same time, again, they never played those at any club. Like James Laid.
Yeah.
Followed by Home for a Rest.
Yeah.
Boom. To like at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Also really good.
Yeah. That's our wedding kick too, eh?
Oh yeah. I'll kick.
Yeah.
I don't play James Laid that much.
No?
No, I should. I do Home for a Rest and the Proclaimers.
500 miles, yeah.
Which is also, it's just, people still love it. So
we should have DJ Jeff McQuiggan on to talk our wedding lists. Like our favorite sets that we do.
Okay, I don't even know who that is, so
he's
I don't know
fantastic.
why we should have him on.
Well, because he's fantastic.
Okay, if he's fantastic, I'll take your word for it. Maybe we'll talk to him.
But I would start that list off of that set with Blister in the Sun. And I don't know why, but that would lead into Proclaimers and then Home for Rest and all that stuff. Yeah.
See, it's a different world now, though. I'll tell you right now. I mean, not to get into a whole bunch of wedding talk, but a lot of these people don't want to hear Blister in the Sun. They don't know Blister in the Sun.
I'm going to tell you, when I did that one gig for you, and they wanted to hear some freaking wonky songs that aren't even danceable, but everybody was on the dance floor, like my mind was freaking twisted for sure.
It's weird. Well, you did a wedding with me, and the biggest request of the night was Stacy's mom.
That was a great freaking set we put together though with Stacy's mom.
Wow, then we hit some Blink 182. Yeah. So you never know. That's why we kind of play each one by ear. But people don't want Blister in the Sun anymore because they don't know the song because it's old. It's oldies now.
Yeah, that's true.
People getting married are like mid 90s.
Yeah.
So it's whew. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to know about the club song. So with that, made me laugh, Paul. Made me laugh. It's time. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
And now, get ready to cringe. It's the dad joke of the week.
Okay. Let's hear it.
All right, guys. Let's do this. What did Cinderella do when she got to the ball?
Oh no, this is a dirty joke. Choked?
She gagged.
Okay, so I was close. I was close. I knew it.
I couldn't even get to it.
I knew it.
Oh, when I read that one, I'm in the basement by myself dying. And my wife's like, what's wrong with you? And I tell her, she's like, that's rude.
My mom
No
just,
laugh, nothing.
I'm telling you right now, my mom just spit out her coffee.
Oh my gosh, that's the best. Anyways. Whew.
I dig
got
that one for
nothing or
so
what?
many reasons, man. For so many reasons. It's not, I never thought you'd go there. Paul's gone to crude dad jokes now.
That's how I'm on vacation.
That's a vacation joke for Paul.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Oh, boy. Anyway, on that note,
Yeah.
we will say goodbye for yet another week. If you're in Canada, my friends, happy Canada Day. And to my friends in the U.S., by the next time we talk to you, you will have celebrated the 4th. So I hope you enjoy it. And
Yes.
have a good time. And
Yeah.
that's it for me. Hey, Paul,
Yeah.
you got basketball. No,
Oh, yeah.
See you later, everyone. You missed the dunk. Bye.